Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Siglo here, and welcome back to another video. We're going to take a look at some unofficial Peacemaker gameplay. This is going to be from mobile gaming. This, I think, is the fourth unofficial gameplay I take a look at from this guy, so make sure to check him out. I'll put his channel in the description. He's a Russian-speaking Injustice mobile/Mortal Kombat YouTuber and usually posts early gameplay of the characters, so make sure to check that out. And yeah, let's take a look at the Peacemaker gameplay. It's gonna look a bit weird in terms of, oh boy, what was that starting pose? But in terms of what he's fighting and what his team is. But yeah, first of all, I'm gonna let it play fully, and then I'm gonna give my thoughts, and I'm gonna pause the video at some certain moments. So far, it looks, in terms of gameplay, like a little bit of a combination between Red Hood and Hush, which is not the worst thing, but not the best. That's the range attack. Nobody cares about the range attack. Nobody uses the range attack in this game. But yeah, he's got 20 peace stacks, as you can see over there, because he's set in the fights. Super move is gonna be copy-pasted from Red Hood. The only difference is that he's got a different bomb. I think that's the bomb he uses at some point in the TV series. But other than that, it's just literally gonna be the Red Hood super move, which I don't care about. I know a lot of people do care about this. But I don't, because I'm gonna skip the super move. Maybe I'm gonna look at it once, but then I'm always gonna skip it. I get better things to do with those 10 seconds of my life. There's the Peace Shield, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about that, because it looks like he can be in the Flawed Justice team, but he doesn't necessarily have to be in that team to activate this. And there's the Hawk. Bro, the Hawk looks mentally disabled, I'm sorry. Not sure if that's lore accurate. But those eyes on that Hawk are not looking right. It's kind of like that they gave him the swipe attack with a gun. Because he also wields a knife. He is proficient with knives. That was I don't know if the special one or the special two. We're going to take a closer look on the second time around when I don't pause this. And I think he's going to attack Peacemaker one more time, and he's going to use the third special. Okay, let's take a deeper look at this. Okay, so first of all, the basic hits of the character are okay. It's got a nice reach on the swipe, it's gonna back off faster, but I would have definitely preferred the Red Hood setup instead of the Hush setup, which is copied from Red Hood, but it has a knife instead of a gun, and that feels better. In the range attack, man, if you're gonna copy the gameplay from Hush, you could at least do more bullets on the ranged attacks, because that's the only cool things about Hush. But it has good enough back-off attacks. I don't think we see the jump attack at any point in this fight. Not sure I even saw the swipe down, but the basic should be fine, though it's to be noted they're by far not my favorite. Okay, so here are two things to note. First of all, this is the animation for the first special. What the first special is gonna do is disable the enemy's movement, but obviously we don't see that because the enemy is gonna die. And the second thing is that he's gonna get his shields, even though he doesn't have any other Flawed Justice teammates. Because it's like, it says the next Flawed Justice teammate that's gonna tag and is gonna get the shield, depending on how many peace stacks he got by staying in the fight. But looks like himself can also get the shield if he cycles in and out with a different character. And that might be the only way for Peacemaker himself to actually get the shield, because it will probably be consumed by another Flawed Justice teammates. But yeah, he can definitely get the shield himself. And as soon as we see him tag back in, the shield is still active. The shield seems to remain. Let me go back here and see the exact damage buff he first got from the shield. Yeah, it's the same buff. It's the same buff. Brainiac gets killed, we get another tag in. It's the previous shield. So you don't have to constantly tag Peacemaker in and out to get the stacks for this. Looks like you're gonna maybe need to do it a few times during the fight, or you have to do it if the shield eventually breaks. But it doesn't look like you're gonna have to constantly do that. Or you can cycle between Hawkman and Black Adam and still have the shield. The shield is gonna start to show cracks at some point. Yeah, it's looking a bit cracked, bro. That eagle is not doing okay. That eagle is definitely not doing okay. Over here, we're gonna see it again, the special one animation, and it's fine. It has a nice range. It has a nice push for the enemy. But yeah, you probably don't want to do it from range because it has a chance to like be blocked if you do that. And this is the special too, where it's gonna kick the enemy a bit and use a ranged attack. And this is gonna force a tag out from the enemy anyway. That's the thing that forces the tag out. It's fine. The only thing I care about is the animation quick or not, for the most part, because you don't really get much from long animations. And over here, we're also gonna soon see the third special. I don't know how many times the Hawk is gonna hit the enemy, because probably Brainiac died a bit too soon. And this is the end pose. And boy, that eagle yet again does not look good. But yeah, overall, his gameplay looks fine. Again, if you were to go with the Red Hood type of gameplay, which is fine because this guy also uses guns and knives, I would have loved if you went all the way, not a combination of Red Hood and Hush being a rehash of the Red Hood gameplay. This man can use a knife. This man can use a sword. Why do you make him gun whip the enemy like that? That's overall kind of lame. But the attack patterns are fine, the backups are fine, the ability animations look fine. In terms of gameplay, he looks okay. He definitely looks miles better than Beast Boy in terms of how he will feel to play. And I'm definitely excited for him in that regard. Other than that, we can't really discern more from this because we don't really see the damage capabilities of the character, especially outside of the Justice Dark theme. The only moment where I can give my thoughts on that will be when I get to play the character. But the shield's interaction seems to be a lot more forgiving to say you don't have to have him in the in the flawed justice team. I'm sorry if I said Justice Dark team. You don't have to have him in the flawed justice team and to activate that shield, and it's gonna work well enough. So as far as gameplay, which is the only thing we can see here, I have no idea about the performance of the character. I can say that I quite like this guy and I'm quite excited to play as him. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about this, and with that being said, I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye!